before. Hey, yo, fuck the birds, dude. Okay? That's my take. New all gas, no brakes. We're gonna watch it after this.
His other side and the fact that
Get
he
excited.
wants to listen to me and learn about my background.
They ended up visiting one another's places of work.
Actually, I can't watch the rest of this. This shit sucks. All right. Georgia Senate runoffs. No, that's not great. Prisoners are going viral. How PlayStation saved Sony.
Right now, the video
Okay, we'll watch all gas, no brakes right now. Well, the reason why I wanted to like
game industry
how PlayStation saved Sony. We're gonna watch this as I fucking mourn the loss of my goddamn. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
is booming. Sales of gaming hardware and accessories have spiked as consumers have been forced to stay home due to the coronavirus pandemic. One of the biggest beneficiaries has been Sony, maker of the PlayStation. Its stock is surging, profits are steady, and analysts predict its newest system, the PlayStation 5, has the potential to be a major hit this holiday. It's an impressive turnaround considering 6 years ago, Sony was on track to lose over $2 billion. The electronics giant was being outsold in everything from TVs to smartphones by more nimble competitors. Here's how Sony built its PlayStation business like a heavyweight boxer, capable of going 12 rounds to pull the company off the mat when it needed it most. Sony has been an electronics pioneer since its founding. In the 1950s, it was one of the first companies to build radios with tiny transistors instead of vacuum tubes. These transistor radios were small, portable, and became a massive hit for the company.
It was built around innovation, whether it be the transistor radio, which was a very compact, easy-to-use radio at the time, the Trinitron television, and perhaps most famously the Walkman in 1979, and that really put them in the forefront of the global consumer electronics industry in their first half century.
In 1994, the company leveraged this innovation to enter the crowded video game market with a new console, the PlayStation.
They were not expecting huge things out of it. It was just kind of like, hey, this is kind of a side business for us. We'll launch a game system and see what happens.
But the PlayStation had two competitive advantages under the hood. The console ran on a 32-bit microprocessor, a huge leap over the 16-bit processors of its predecessors. And unlike the rival Nintendo 64 console, it played games on CDs instead of cartridges. This allowed for games to be made cheaper, and developers flocked to PlayStation.
So they released thousands of games for the Sony PlayStation. There was something for everybody. There was just this diversity of content that you didn't find with the Nintendo system.
Over the next decade, Sony gained market share, and by 1999 was shipping more consoles than Nintendo. Ken Kutaragi was the mastermind behind the company's new gaming empire.
Ken Kutaragi, who was the head of the PlayStation business from the beginning, was a real maverick at Sony, wanted to run his own business, sort of often clashed with other executives at Sony, and he wanted the machine with the maximum specs. He didn't want to compromise on the quality of the hardware and the software.
By the end of the 90s, PlayStation sales made up 40% of Sony's operating profits.
Dude, I know I'm fucking offline again. This is the worst day, dude. I mean, seriously. I'm hanging on by a fucking thread, guys. All right? I'm on the verge of losing it. All right? I mean, I'm a very fortunate person. It just feels like, you know, when you start the morning and you step on a Lego or some shit, and then everything just like piles on top of it? That's how I feel right now. It's just like virtually every single thing that I've been looking forward to that is like going wrong is going wrong. I'm offline again. I don't know why. Like Twitch is just like in and out, fucking me all day today. Basically just kicking me off the platform. Oh, fuck me. Holy shit. Good conversation with Anand though. But they gave you snacks? No. I don't know what's going on with the PS5. I'm tracking it, and yesterday it was at a facility, okay? And yesterday it said it got scanned in a facility. Now it said it's still at that facility. Yesterday at 3:37, it got scanned. And today I got a second, like today the second message also says that it's arrived, package arrived at a carrier facility literally today. But it said it yesterday too. So I don't know what's going on. Sounds like mail fraud. No, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it said 9 p.m. delivery today, but it's not going to make it here today. There's no fucking way it makes it today. Like, the estimated time is 9 p.m. today. Oh, no, the estimated time is Friday now. Oh. Yeah, no, it's got pushed back to Friday.
And Kutaragi began developing a new system that would be a Trojan horse of digital home entertainment. The PlayStation 2 was released in 2000. It featured a DVD player and offered exclusive online play for blockbuster games like Madden Football and Tiger Woods' PGA Tour.
All game developers were committed to Sony, and they realized that was their bread and butter. And Sony was the system that was going to deliver the money for them.
That was until Microsoft released a gaming console of its own.
For the first time, let me now unveil Xbox.
The Xbox was released in 2001, marking the beginning of the modern console wars that saw Sony and Microsoft battle for gamers by offering exclusive titles and packing their systems with different features. Despite new competition, the PlayStation 2 dominated sales, eventually selling over 150 million consoles. But all wasn't well at Sony.
PlayStation 2 was my first PlayStation. Like, I never had a PlayStation before that.
Video game sales were growing, but profits were declining in other divisions.
So many of their products either were commodified and it became the cheapest is the best, or simply were overtaken by technology.
To cope, the company shed products and laid off workers.
A company as big as this one with such a wide variety of product has to organize its priorities. We can't do everything.
The PlayStation became one of those priorities. Kutaragi was placed as head of the company's next generation of electronics and tasked with combining traditionally siloed divisions to integrate PlayStation technology into other products.
Sony was looking at the PlayStation as a drive.
One of the most insane things they ever did was have a PSP that did not have the second, like that only had one fucking stick. Like, what a silly bitch thing to do. I mean, I still got it. I still have it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I still went and purchased one, but like, how are you going to not do that?
Driver of their whole consumer electronics strategy.
To pull this off, the electronics maker went all in 2006 with its next console, the PlayStation 3. The goal was to make it the centerpiece of home entertainment. Sony spent billions of dollars beefing up the game machine with...
I had the fat one. I went and I got the fat one, like, when it first came out. You know? People are like reaching out to me on my DMs being like, dude, I'll get it. I'll sell you I'll sell you my PlayStation if you want it so bad. I'll like drop it off right now. If you want. For like, double the price and shit.
State-of-the-art technology. This included a Blu-ray DVD player and a new supercharged microprocessor.
Remember at the time, Xbox's answer to this was basically what do you call it? They were the HD DVD. Yeah, thank you. They had the HD DVD, and Sony was like, "No, Microsoft, we run the entertainment world. Like, what is this HD DVD shit? Like, no, it's Blu-ray, bitch."
Processor called the Cell chip. But the cutting-edge console had problems from the start. Manufacturing complications with the Blu-ray player forced the release date to be pushed back, allowing Microsoft to grab a year head start with its new system, the Xbox 360. And the Cell processor proved to be too powerful for its own good.
It's so strange to me that people buy Xboxes. Like, I literally don't understand. I will never understand it. I have such blind loyalty to Sony. I really do. I have such blind loyalty to Sony and the PlayStation that I do not understand why people buy Xboxes. I've never purchased one. The first time I grabbed the Xbox controllers was because I was playing on the PC. It does have pretty decent controllers, by the way, but it's nationalism. I always got the vibes that it was, I always got the vibes that it was like nationalism, that Xbox like sold itself as like the American company, and that and that like, PlayStation is that goddamn Japanese. Dude, still shadow banned? Yeah, dude, I'm gonna fucking end the stream if this is just so shitty and so annoying.
Frustrating
today.
game makers and gamers alike.
Gamers, they like games before anything else. And PlayStation 3 was a game system with all this other baggage that made it cost $100 more. It was also difficult for developers to develop for the PlayStation 3 versus the Xbox 360.
A wildly successful Nintendo Wii console and free mobile gaming cut deeply into PS3 sales. By 2014, Sony had suffered an annual loss for 4 out of the previous 5 years. Before, the company had used its video game business as a crutch. Now it needed to use it as a lifeline.
They really felt that there was no other option but to really scale back those products that were no longer profitable on a large scale and really focus on their winners.
Those winners included image sensors Sony made for smartphone cameras and the PlayStation 4, which the company had just released.
At that point, they really had no choice but to put most of their energy into the PlayStation because it was the only product left in the hardware side with growth prospects.
To recapture gamers, experts say the company focused on what made previous consoles successful: games. It expanded its online ecosystem by
it had better exclusives. Microsoft tried to fight back by opening up, like, old people don't know, Grand Theft Auto 3 was an exclusive. Grand Theft Auto 3 came to Xbox later, right? GTA 3 was a PlayStation exclusive. And Xbox had Halo. Yeah. Did GTA 3 ever make it to Xbox, actually? No, right? Like, people don't remember this shit. Red Dead, the original Red Dead Revolver. The only thing that GTA 4 was the first GTA on Xbox and it looked like shit. The only fucking exclusives that Xbox had was Halo and Gears of War. And maybe some other shit, but like the only ones that matter. 360 was if you wanted online, and PlayStation was exclusives in my opinion. Yeah, 360's online component was huge. GTA 3 and Vice City was on original Xbox. I have it. There's no fucking way. I remember GTA 3 being an exclusive. Was GTA, and then they changed it. Sony. Yeah, see? That wasn't even Rockstar, it was Take-Two. Sony announced a 2-year deal with Take-Two to make Grand Theft Auto 3 and future installments in the series exclusive to PlayStation 2. I'm right. Bitch, don't fucking argue with me on this. Like, I'm a boomer. I lived through it, motherfucker. Why are you little zoomies telling me about my past that I lived through? I had an advice for Xbox, and I'm your age, man. Anyway, there was so much more than that. The reason why I use this is because it's like a unique one. Metal Gear Solid series is another one. God of War is a really good one. You said it didn't come out on Xbox. You were wrong. No, it was an exclusive for Sony. It was originally an exclusive for Sony, and then it came out, I think, for Xbox, what I said. And then someone said, no, it never came out on Xbox. Grand Theft Auto 4 was the first dual release, which I think is true. I think that Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City did not originally come out for Xbox. It came out later on Xbox, and that's why you're misremembering. This article is written the year I was born. Holy shit. What do you think Sony will do when consoles out? I think they might move back to the PSP or more mobile console. It was only a matter of time before you're yelling at naive Zoomers on a beach. ...2001 Grand Theft Auto 3. It says PS2 and Xbox. But it doesn't show when it came out. Like, when it first came out, it wasn't. There was exclusivity around it. Are you gonna play Elder Scrolls 6? It came out 2 years later on Xbox. Yeah, it was later. It was after. Ow. Ow. What is happening to me today, dude? Anyway. I don't know. I don't think it's shingles. My ear hurts now. What the fuck? What if it is shingles? Holy shit, that would suck. Shingles started off for me with like backache and earache too. Fucking falling apart. Gran Turismo, I don't really care about. Metal Gear Solid, Ace Combat, God of War, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. Eat shit, Xbox fans. Half of those games I don't give a fuck about personally either, but your humors are out of balance. I recommend a bloodletting. Metal Gear was a huge exclusive, yes. How come you call yourself a boomer? Aren't you a millennial? I am. But I am a boomer in the Zoomer boomer dialectic.
By offering games that were free to play through its PlayStation Plus subscription service. And it allowed cross-console play for popular titles like Fortnite, meaning Xbox and PlayStation gamers could play together online.
And Sony really just laser focused on the idea of gamers and having the best game system out there versus the system that'll do everything.
By 2018, there were 34 million PlayStation Plus subscribers, creating a consistent gaming revenue stream for Sony beyond selling consoles, leading the company to post record operating profits that year. And by 2020, Sony's market cap had reached $100 billion, largely because of video games.
So PlayStation 4 has had about 100 million.
I remember being so mad having to buy PlayStation Plus, and now it's a normal part of it. Like, it's just a normal part of my of subscriptions that I pay for. Oh, this shit is like broken me, dude.
Unit sales over the life of the machine, and they say they want to exceed that over the life of the PlayStation 5 and also get off to a faster start.
That fast start may be fueled by the recent rise in video game related spending, but analysts say the new Xbox consoles will provide plenty of competition for the PlayStation 5. And for Sony to stay in the ring, the electronics innovator will have to keep innovating.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it now. There you go. Little Big Planet. We're gearing up to celebrate the upcoming passing of TYT Tune-In. Hashtag Crowder passes TYT. It's so funny. Yeah, Steven Crowder used to be a fucking huge TYT fan. Like, he built his career Hasan's PS5 delivery route. Man, shut up, dude. Just don't fucking remind me. Yeah, it's top of the hour. Oh god, I'm so fucking bummed. Oh, it's top of the hour every hour, 6-second ad break. All right, and then after we're gonna watch this, I'll just wait for everybody to come back.